We have Frankie up here for a bit, and a few minutes ago he was just stretching out sideways because we had a huge amount of rain, and I went out there to deal with the quail and everything, and I did this and I did that. But then at the end, Frankie just suddenly, after I was doing a bunch of stuff, he had reached the breaking point and he started to shake. So I scooped him up in a towel right away, and I brought him in, and we trimmed the bottom of his beak, and we kept him warm. Rick really got him warm with his hands in the towel. And then I blow dried him, and he was completely calm for that because he's had that done before. But he's not ready to go back. Otherwise, he'd be calling. And that little dish there has got a little yolk and butter in it just in case. But he's had a very, very healthy poo. But the responsibility is just was too much. So he's resting a little bit, and he's such a good quail. Rick's having a talk with the bird. Frankie is extremely responsible. So we're giving him some time to just take care of himself after he's dry now. I know that he'd be calling and calling if he wanted to go back right away, so he's okay. So I'll leave him here for now, and I'll take you outside to show you some of the things I did to try and shore up the other quail and why I think they're going to be okay. I'm glad he's taking good care of himself. And I saw he had a very healthy poo. Great big one. Anyways, I'm gonna go and, oh, good for you. Check on things outside. So it started raining again, and I couldn't sleep last night, and there wasn't any rain. But in the morning I heard it, so I got up late, like 9:30, and what I came to was this was overflowing, and this was a big pool. We don't keep anybody in here. This is just daytime stuff. So I connected this hose that goes out to the alley, and later on Rick closed the valve, so those go out there. This one was important too. That one was like overflowing near the house, so that wasn't good. And then this one, I connected it. The valve is closed now, and you can see it's up to here, but it was just overflowing. And the neighbors, I went over and connected theirs because I don't think he minds. I look after his garden a bit, and it was just flowing down, and it wasn't at the point where it was making huge puddles at the side of the house, but during certain floods or melts it does. So I thought, oh, I'll just do that. So that was okay. Then, I was checking on the quail, and they had puddles, which is not good. So last night, this is how much rain fell just by, not collecting it by the roof. Last night, he put 2 sands, like a bunch of sand in here to give them raise it up as much as possible. I gave them I tended to all their needs last night, and I think it started raining in the morning. It's about noon now, so it was a sorry looking bunch. So what I did was, there is a crack here, so it was wet under there, so I put this. We're going out to get more sand. If I can find dry sand, I'll put it inside there. I tried to entice them to go upstairs. They're really tired, actually. And Frankie kudos to Frankie because he kept their spirits up. I just put a temporary blanket down there. Now my girls, all the fat ones, are okay because they can just shake it off. But one of the rescues, which doesn't have all her feathers down her back, Cindy Lou, she started, I saw her shaking. So, oops. Anyways, I put some scratch up here to try and get them in here, but they don't like going in. That's perfectly dry in there. Hi, where's Frankie? So I took Frankie out and basically they're standing around. They can go inside there, but it's gone down because there was a puddle there. So, and then, yeah, you can see it's puddling there, so I have to do something about that. I gave them a temporary towel to be on. They're all beleaguered, but my quail can shake it off, or the ones with full feathers. But Cindy Lou, I don't know where she is now. So they're not, I don't know that they're wet to the bone or anything. But Frankie, he had to keep their, see there's water in there. Don't go in there. Frankie, and it's going to rain till 5. It's 12 right now. So I don't know whether I can get, maybe I'm just going to ask Rick to put something over the top of the coop. The only reason I'm having it open this year is last year the weather changed so much. I was constantly taking it on and off, and I wanted to grow strawberries, but I think in this case, probably we should put something over. Oops. Sorry. I touched it while I'm trying to dry off my cell phone. Eric. Eric. Eric, get out of here for just a few minutes. I want Frankie to eat something. Come on, get. No. Get it out there. Frankie was taking a drink and then Eric drove him away from it. Because he's very interested in Frankie's food. Eat something, Franco. He didn't try this because he's not familiar with it. Go and have something. Oh, okay, he's gonna sit down again. He did take a little drink, so. And it's coming down. I still have the valves open. Rick is not hot on the idea of going out when it's raining to cover up the summer house, so we're gonna have our second cup of coffee, and then we gotta go out there. Rick's had his second cup, just getting mine, and then I got the grass seed because now is a good time. Pouring rain, put out the grass seed, and Rick's gone out to the truck to get the bungee cords because we're going to put a tarp over the Summer Quail House. Just drinking. All right. Next. I wonder if this is going to be called the Summer of Rain. It's just a few days into summer. Anyways, ta-da! Everybody happy? Still gotta get some sand. Oh, you still gotta get you some sand, right? How's this? Could have done it a few hours ago if we looked at the Doppler in advance last night, but better late than never. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I haven't heard the side pump go off yet for the sump. That's what makes me think that it just started this morning. But it's gonna go till 5. This hasn't even gone off yet. So we put up a double tarp, but these tarps are not good, so they're leaking a little bit. But the worst is kept off of the quail. And I found a bag of sand, and I put it in their various areas where I'm trying to keep them dry. So I got rid of the pools of water, and we'll probably have to get more, but they just keep fluffing it off, and they're not wet to the bone like the one. Where is she? I think she's under the shelter with Fen there. She keeps fluffing off, but she's got some feathers missing down her back. But the rest of them are just shaking it off. I'm keeping Frankie in for now. And I took the towels away, so yeah, see? Cheap. Well, very used tarps. We should actually just throw them away in preparation for the next time it rains and just get rid of them. I probably use these ones for tossing my compost. And then, you know, when you use the pitchfork, you make little holes sometimes. I put as much sand as I could because I found one. Maybe that vegetation, that's my borage. Could be helping, but there's a bit of a pool there because it's dripping. You just have to get through till apparently 4 is going to be the worst of it. 4 o'clock. So that's another 3 hours. So we got to get through 3 hours. And they have a bit of it's just damp, it's not wet. Huh? And Frankie, we're keeping him in because he's just, I don't know if he had a hard night or not. Because I don't know that it started last night. I think it started this morning. But anyways, he's just he's got too much responsibility with these girls. I'm kind of keeping an eye on them. The 2 males there are not really doing anything because they don't really know how to be leaders. And they must have noticed that Frankie is gone, but I only saw one girl and another that were fighting. They just kind of pecked each other for a second. So they're pretty good. Yeah. Hi, dearie. Alright. So I'm going in now. Oh no, actually I'm not going in now. I'm gonna spread some grass seed. Oh, Jerry, you sweet. Here's the towels. I already soaked them in a pail and then put them out here. So, all right, onward. We're being temporary leaders for the quail, and I have other things to do. I didn't end up doing too much grassy, just a little, because I mean we're gonna have drought in July, August, I think. So that one was a bare patch because of grubs. But I neatened up my garden. So that dark soil is what I put in, and a little bit of mulch to set off some of the plants and the stepping thing. So I'm forming my idea of the last part, which will probably be seeds, I guess. I don't know. But I haven't planted, I just got it all ready in this dark area. Alright, I'm gonna check on Frankie. Oh, and I should show you, this time of year is the daylilies. I gave the quail something to scratch at. Finally stopped raining. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's trying to take over. Alright. Yay. Good boy, Frankie. Hi. Eric got kind of pulled out of his little pet area. But anyways, we're ending it on this note. Signing off.